Going off with the E.
Cuttlefish got me.
We got the 6 different grades we pack into.
It's been a grovel, that's for sure.
So we had 3 pretty solid nights. Oh, power's gone off.
Just got the snacks ready, now we just gotta go get everything for dinner.
All the essentials.
Heading out tomorrow. We just got our stores and all of our stuff ready. One last sleep before we go out.
Can already see a few prawn boats going across the bay. We're on our way down to the boat and we'll be heading out there soon.
No one's excited about this trip.
You seemed pretty excited on the way here. See you, Dad.
We just arrived at Wallaroo, dropped the anchor. We'll have a little sleep now to try and get into the swing of it, start fishing tonight. So we're just lining up on our shot here. Want to be up around 7 knots. Got full revs on, everything's ready to go. We'll give the go ahead to shoot away.
These 2 levers do your winches. And watch the boards as they come out. Make sure they don't flip. They're just starting to spread out now. And you control the spread with the lever here, which controls the revs. Dolphins, they come alongside the boat and they sort of hang where the bycatch comes out for an easy feed. But it's quite cool to come out the back of the boat and you just see them hanging off if you want to hear. Had a big night. It's early days still. We're all dreaming of going home. Hopefully that day's not too far around the corner, but I know it's at least 2 weeks, so yeah, it's pretty depressing.
We only just started, man. It's the second day.
The boys have been extremely scripted.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. First bit of the trip is always so scripted, and this bloke's the worst for it.
The human script.
Say something that's not scripted. It's just meant to be natural. Act like the camera's not there. How'd you go tonight?
Yeah, good. It's a pretty steady night, so I was hoping it was I wasn't even finished.
That was the most scripted thing I've ever heard in my life.
What else am I meant to say about tonight?
These are a Balmain bug, also a Moreton Bay bug. They're pretty ugly little creatures. We don't get many of them. They smell like garlic.
And we got the 6 different grades we pack into here. These two, 1620 and 1015 are the most common grades we get. Probably what you'll find in the supermarket.
Couple of Spencer Golf bugs. Get these prepped up, ready for tonight.
We've got another segment of cooking with the Keel. We'll go see the Keel. Keel. That didn't take long.
Big walk.
What are we doing tonight?
I'm gonna try something new. Do some prawn burgers, cook up some fried shrimp, chuck
Nice.
it in the burger and see how it goes.
Nice. Oh, looks good, mate. Yeah. All right, well, we better get down the freezer.
Bugging prawn burger. Couldn't get much fresher and better than that.
Gone off. Shit. We've been having a few issues down the engine room. One of our generators is broken down, so we're going to have to go into Wallaroo, get some parts to fix it, and make some repairs today. We seem to be having a few issues this season. We're just hooking our booms up because we're heading into Wallaroo. See boats coming in to unload after a few big nights fishing. It's a night off tonight for another survey, so people are taking the opportunity to get some fish off.
Just had word there's another boat in the fleet chasing our Decky. Ben, our fifth man.
As useless as he is.
He's not very handy as it is, but he can pack a box, and that's really all we need him to do. We don't really want to lose him. This industry is pretty cutthroat. If you're willing to throw an extra couple $100 at a Decky, he's willing to move boats, so it's as simple as that. He might just leave, so we're not really sure what's going to happen. Let's just hope he stays. We can't really offer him any more money. He doesn't really deserve the money he gets at the moment, so our hands are tied. But we'll just have to see what happens.
Pub for dinner tonight. It's a bit of a special occasion because we don't get to get off the boat during the trip. We're going to put our best fit on and we'll give you a little drip check.
We have 5.5 ton down here at the moment. We're expecting a pretty big night tonight, so yeah.
We're out here in the channel tonight. They've opened up a lot of new area for us. They did the survey last night and it's the most prawns we've seen in years. Everyone's pretty keen and pretty nervous as well. We're running on one gen set right now. We tried to fix the broken one today, but ended up smoking out the engine room, and yeah, it's a little bit scary because if the one we're running on goes down, we'll be in a lot of trouble, but we're just hoping it hangs in there for this trip.
Yeah, look, it's also a bit scary as a Decky, you know. It's hard. You obviously want to catch a bit, but you know you can probably do about 20 years worth of spinal damage in the next 3 or 4 hours. So you can cripple your body for life, but you could also make a few grand. We've managed to keep our fifth man. Ben, you almost lost your position here for a minute, but you've retained it. So maybe one of the worst mistakes you've ever made financially.
Oh, I think it'd be a lot more enjoyable on this boat though.
Crawf, how you feeling, mate?
Yeah, ready for the big night. Hopefully I can get that 4-ton night that I've been hoping for. But
yeah, that's just scripted again, mate. That's classic Keel. That's classic scripted Keel, so we'll leave it at that. We had a pretty good night, 2.1 for half a night. How'd you go, Keel?
what?
How'd you go? Look at the camera. How'd you go, mate?
How'd I go?
Yeah, how was tonight?
How was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It was hard on the spine, but it always is. Keel did a good job tonight. He did alright.
He did the opposite.
We're gonna go wake up the Keel. Keel.
Yo.
How you going, mate? You ready for another day's work? say a few words.
Blocking my vocabulary.
How you feeling?
Tired.
Let's go see Mini Keel. Mini Keel. Mini Keel. You ready for work? I'm gonna have to turn that freezer, mate. Mini Keel? Are you okay? Well, the boys are up. The boys are up, they're keen to go to work. See? Let's get into it.
Down here in the freezer, it's starting to fill up now. I think we've got about 9.7 tonne in here, so yeah, this is the worst of the stacking. You really got to get in and sort of fill it up and work your way back.
Fill you in so you jack it out.
What's going on with the ink?
Cuttlefish got me.
Bummer. It's the human Keel's birthday today. He's 45 years old. We're gonna go give him these cake and a special present. Dylan, is it your birthday, mate? We found the right bloke.
Yeah, no, that's it, mate.
Happy birthday, mate.
Oh, thanks, mate.
There you go. We got your little present.
What is it?
What is it? What is it? Oh, big U6. Wow. Get to take that one home.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
No worries. What a beauty. This is one of the worst jobs you can do in the morning, and it's cleaning the cod end out. This is not where you want to be, trust me. So we've had 3 pretty solid nights in a row since the survey, all of them over 2 tonne, and yeah, everyone's getting pretty tired. Don't get much rest. Pretty much just working, you know, all night, and then you get a little sleep. Doing a bit of network at the moment, just trying to fix them up so they're ready for tonight. Hopefully another big one.
Just patched up the log rut that had come undone, and also the last hanging that started to come undone. Yeah, the droppers have worked their way undone after a while, so we just put another shackle on.
What happened with the human Keel dropping his lazy line last night?
Oh, I think he was just a bit tired or something like that. One minute it was in his hand, and the next minute it was halfway to the deck.
You should never drop a lazy line, ever.
And he's dropped 2.
He's dropped it twice now.
Next time we're going to drop him.
There he is there.
I just wanted to have a break on my birthday, so I threw it aside.
What's the stupid one? Come on.
Always got to fuel the deck boss with his coffee to start the day. As you can see before, he was pretty tired.
You don't really get much time off on this boat. I literally got up to do a wee and I was stuck into about half an hour worth of network. Didn't even get to do a wee, so.
Got a bit of a rip here, losing a fair few prawns out of it. Tried to place it up a couple of times, it just keeps bursting. Probably too rough to change the net, so Crowy's putting a patch in it.
Too bad for the end of the trip. Got about 900 kilos. Only a couple more days to go, so I think everyone's pretty keen to get home. Sometimes we like to let a couple go.
Caseta, minha vida. Estamos vivos na voz, sempre envolvidos.
Been given the news we're going home. Let's go tell the boys. We're going home.
Motivo na voz, sempre envolvido, caseta. Minha vida ela é fruto. Let's go!
graceful.
It's about 15 or 16 tonne down here. This trip, we're not really sure. We sort of lost count. It's enough. It's too much, actually. This is the first box to go on. Exciting times.
How are you feeling?
Sore, getting a bit pumped out.
We're getting there. Very close.
It's been a grovel, that's for sure. But it's not too bad.
Pretty happy with that trip?
Job done, mate. Pretty happy to be back on land.
For anyone who thinks this is scripted, do you think we'd actually rip this out for the video?
Nothing even wrong with it!
It's not going to fit, is it?
Just take this door off.
Is that
New Jenny has arrived. Pretty shiny and expensive.
We've got the new one in now. We tried just changing the voltage regulator over in Warroo, but when we fired it up, smoke came out everywhere, and our electrician told us we'd let the magic out. Hopefully she won't give us any trouble. We'll be all good to go for the last trip.
Another good trip.
It was a good trip. Yeah.
2 trips in a row definitely takes it out on you, doesn't it?
It might have been a little bit below average that trip, I'd say.
Yeah. We probably had a couple of lean nights where a few other boats had some better nights.
Yeah, we had that Jenny breakdown, which was a bit of a mess around.
Yeah.
And,
Managed to get it swapped over now, so.
This next trip is our last one for the season.
and
So-
the forecast isn't exactly looking great.
Yeah, each trip just gets more miserable. So
Longer night,
less light, less money,
less sleep.
and more pain. Anyway,
It only gets better.
it doesn't get better. All right.
Oh, well, thanks for watching again. We'll catch you in the next one.